While there are more available treatments for depression today, the number of people getting depressed continues to rise. In this video, we will be discussing 6 simple ways you can cope with depression. Stay until the end to find out how can you effectively deal with your depression. The first simple way to cope with depression is watching what you consume. What you eat, drink, and the stuff you feed your mind all affect your mental health. If you regularly have junk food more than organic meals, your brain doesn't get the nutrients it needs to function best. The gut and the brain are closely linked, so poor health can raise your chance of developing depression. You can only get the nutrition you need from real foods such as fruits, grains, meat, eggs, and vegetables. Lack of these in your daily life won't do any good to both your overall health and your mental well-being. Heavy drinking is also a culprit. Alcohol can give you a temporary mood boost by altering feel-good chemicals in your brain, but in turn, make you feel down or anxious the next day. An unbalanced diet, plus unhealthy habits like watching disturbing movies are terrible for your mind. Think of it as watering your plants with dirty water. You may see no harm at first, but later on, you will realize hidden contaminants are slowly destroying them. Depression becomes even worse when you have a poor lifestyle. To fight it, you need to improve how you feed yourself physically and mentally. Next is sleeping well. Getting proper sleep is essential for your health. When you're asleep, your whole body, including your brain, recharges to prepare for another day. This is why if you don't get enough sleep, you have a really hard time doing your usual activities. Even tasks as simple as commuting to work or washing the dishes may feel extra difficult. Your muscles and your concentration seem to have no strength to help you get anything done. According to studies, almost all people with depression experience sleep issues. Poor sleeping habits like getting just a few hours of sleep at night and going to bed late lead to a higher risk of having depression, and once you're depressed, you experience the same sleep problems, creating a never-ending cycle. Sleep disruptions trigger stress in your body and mess up your circadian rhythm, which is responsible for your sleeping patterns. When you are in this unpleasant condition, you are more vulnerable to illnesses, both mental and physical. What's worse is as you eventually fall into a depressed state, your symptoms get more severe. You may lose the will to take care of yourself so much that you skip dinner, school, or work, and important grooming routines. To combat depression, you have to practice proper and consistent sleeping habits. The third simple way to cope with depression is staying active. Everyone needs enough regular exercise to maintain good health. No matter how physically fit you are, you need to move your body often, even if you only have time to take short walks on Sunday mornings or run 10 minutes a day on your way to the office. Physical workouts release serotonin, our body's happy hormone, that helps maintain our mood and gives us positive feelings and motivation. Not allowing yourself to move around and spending most of your time sitting or lying down indoors is a way of telling your brain to stop those natural chemicals from helping enhance your sense of well-being. Without much self-assurance, you will struggle to keep going and you'll start thinking nothing is worth living for. Lack of exercise is also a one-way ticket to many health problems such as obesity, heart disease, and dementia, many of which have the potential to make you depressed. If you don't make much use of your energy to do things that are beneficial for you, you will become depressed, and when you are depressed, you won't be able to move. You get stuck in a helpless loop. However, staying active however you can is crucial when it comes to depression. Another simple way to cope with depression is limiting negative thought patterns. It's common to experience excessive negative thinking before and during depression. Your mind can't stop going over every single problem you have and every worst possible outcome. Controlling your thoughts is not easy, but you can start somewhere. Filling your head with stress and fear can only make you feel worse about the environment around you. It will never solve anything. Worrying thoughts like believing your life is going nowhere, no one cares about you, or you're not enough for someone can be unrealistic yet dangerous. Psychologists have found that self-defeating beliefs set you up for failure and dissatisfaction. A pessimistic mindset is a breeding ground for self-sabotage. You think you can't reach success, so you end up unsuccessful. You subconsciously encourage yourself to not give your best effort or make mistakes you could avoid by being careful. For instance, if you believe you have absolutely no chance in winning a talent competition, you won't feel the need to practice a lot and give your best performance. As a result, you don't stand a chance at winning at all. These little mishaps can begin a downward spiral into depression. You shouldn't let your mind run free if you're in a depressive state. Breaking negative thinking patterns as well as reducing stress are necessary for overcoming depression. Exposing yourself to stress-inducing situations sets off and fuels negative thinking. Try to keep a distance between you and what stresses you out. Plus, and be aware when negative thoughts start creeping in your headspace. One of the simple ways to cope with depression is keeping in touch with loved ones. Talking to someone who cares about you can help you gain a different perspective on what's in your mind. A friend, family member, or significant other can comfort you, speak reassuring words, remind you that you're not alone, and inspire you to move forward. Building a support network is like building a fortress where you can rest safely away from your enemies. Depression thrives when you keep your troubles to yourself and withdraw from people who give you a hand when you need it. Loneliness and social isolation can trigger depression even in a mentally stable person. Research shows loneliness has been a huge cause of depression in recent years. Lonely individuals are more prone to self-defeating thoughts, feelings of emptiness, anxiety, and hopelessness. In general, loneliness is a big factor in depression and is a usual warning sign of suicidal tendency. Humans are designed for connection, so long periods of isolation take a toll on our health. It can even make us lose our sanity. If you don't have someone to share your thoughts to, you can look for a reliable therapist or a mental health coach. These professionals are capable of providing the help you need and guide you on exactly what you must do. Last is self-expression. Psychotherapists often advise their clients to express themselves and how they feel through activities they enjoy. Some proven ways of managing depression include journaling, painting, drawing, dancing, singing, and blogging. Bottling up your emotions and your issues deep inside is damaging. When you suppress how you feel, your emotions stay pent up in your body, causing tension and pain, which can lead to depression. The telltale signs you have suppressed feelings are exhaustion, poor memory, muscle pains, sleep issues, digestive problems, low motivation, and aggression. These signs are similar to depressive symptoms. You might be experiencing any of these because you are vulnerable or you're already depressed. If this is the case, it's vital that you keep yourself from holding all your emotions in. Make baby steps in expressing your mind through your actions and your words if it's too difficult for you to let your feelings out. You can ask a friend or acquaintance to help you get started or accompany you. You're more likely to get motivated to show your true self when you have another person cheering you on. You can express your emotions by doing your favorite hobbies or trying new ones. You also get to face your fears when you try to express yourself. For example, in a caring community. Churches, local communities, and support groups are great places to start. Find one where you can be your real self without expecting judgment. It may take a while, but there is a place right there for you out there. Just try your best to be patient and hopeful as you search. Self-expression is a healthy, effective means of coping with depression. Going through depression is a tough battle, but not an impossible one. There are ways for you to cope, and above all, you can seek help from a trusted mental health professional. Watching what you consume, sleeping well, staying active, limiting negative thought patterns, keeping in touch with loved ones, and self-expression are a few simple things you can do to manage depression.